Welcome to my mukbang channel where I eat in front of you. Yo, you guys, it's so hot for December. It's crazy. Yeah, December, I'm recording this the end of the December, coming into January, and I'm reflecting on my year and what I want to do for next year with trading. But this year, it revealed a lot. I had an investor, and I was just talking to him today. And today, or this year, if the year closes like so, I believe it was the best election year in 90 years. It was really good for the markets. S&P 500's up 20-something%. The NASDAQ's up 30-something%. Bitcoin up 50%. Nothing crazy, but good year. Strong year for Bitcoin. 50%, I don't know if that's right. Yeah. Is that, how much, what was Bitcoin in January? Was it 50? It was already pretty hot coming into the year. That's like 100% gain on Bitcoin now. I don't know how it's gonna end. It said 50%, but it doesn't seem right. Unless, I mean, a lot of the run happened last year, October, November. Anyways, I had a losing year, so you can flame me, whatever, you don't need to. I'm like Eminem in 8 Mile right now, where I'm gonna roast myself plenty, so you don't really even need to come in here. I'm not looking for anyone to tell me what to do. You can if you want. It's mostly psychological issues, but I'm gonna talk about the non-psychological issues first. First issue is, well, it's just strategy misalignment. I was trading Forex the first 6 months of the year and not trading the markets. So I didn't have exposure to the markets or crypto for most. Although actually the first month I was trading prop, and I got scammed in my prop accounts. Would have ended the year profitable on prop because I had this big payout pending. But it's all good. It's all good. Just is what it is. And I set myself up to get scammed. Surf, check the surf a little bit. What else? And then, so I cooked up, one of the really positive things to happen this year in my trading business was the Market Timing Pro system, coming up with that. We got that in maybe June, and I started trading it in July. The issue is there was a massive dump in August, and I lost a lot of money. I actually didn't lose that much, but I lost in the stock market. And I got out at the bottom, the day of the bottom. I sold the day of the bottom. And so it was poor market timing, and then I didn't stick with the system. If I had got back in the system, would have made all that back and more. Didn't. But it's more about mental illness, basically. I projected a lot of things were going to happen. I projected this year would be the year of gold. I was talking about that since last year. It happened. I projected the summer was going to be slow for Bitcoin, and it would hit 100K later in the year. And it happened. And stop at 100K, and that happened. But, so I have a number of small problems, but I think one problem is bigger than all of them as far as like the behaviors. I check, most traders have this, compulsive checking. There were times where that led me to compulsive putting on trades. That doesn't really happen anymore, and that cost me some money, but not so much this year. I lost money, arguably I oversized, but I don't know that I believe oversizing is a thing as long as you have set stop loss. I mean, you can risk 50% if you want. It's not really sustainable, but I never did anything like that. But the main issue that comes up again and again is, and I realized this, I learned this about myself, I actually have pretty high anxiety. I manage it super well. I mask it really well. I don't really have social anxiety so much anymore, a little bit. But it comes out in my trading, and what happens is I experience a lot of anxiety and fear when positions move against me. And that's caused me to close positions as they move against me in pullbacks before they hit stop loss. And really, you need to be able to hold through dips. Ideally, holding through dips. This is something I was able to do in the first 2 years, and part of it is accumulation of trauma over the years of my trading journey. So what does it mean moving forward? Well, knowing this about myself, the main thing is that trading can't be a significant source of my time or energy in 2025. I'm good at developing trading systems, but I'm not good at executing trades. So everything needs to get automated, and I need to focus my time on other things. But I'm coming in with systems and strategies that have been automated and can be automated and are on their track to be automated. So that's really my focus for 2025, and just change my focus. My focus is not on trading as far as money goes and time. My focus going into 2025 is really focusing on what's worked for me my entire life, which is being in front of people, talking to people. YouTube, even if this channel doesn't look good or isn't huge, I've done pretty well on YouTube over the years. I've had a number of channels, a number of products. Nothing crazy. I mean, I've made over the years, my best product made multiple 6 figures. I've had some products that did like 5 figures, YouTube ad rev, and just outdoor adventure. Those businesses and the job I have are really excellent. So I have MTP, and I'm trying to get it totally automated and just not even worry about it, or not implementing it. If I do implement it, I think the key is picking an entry after the market has come down significantly. It's a lot easier to start from there. It's also more likely to work buying starting from a dip that survives, a dip buy that survives, buying the first breakout, not necessarily adding to it. With all the negatives, I do think I'm protected in some ways, where I'm very wary. And with all that market knowledge, I have an idea of seasonality and picking my spots. So there's certain spots that might come up where it's like, this is an opportunity. Really what I want to look for is coming out of a crisis or coming out of a really long, slow down period. But yeah, I mean, I have the patience and staying power to not trade if I need to. Coming into the year, I had no income outside of trading. And this year, I built up these YouTube channels, 2 YouTube channels, built a adventure tour business, got a job doing the dolphin tours, created this trading system, and then I'm watching another course on the other. So I have a lot of different streams of incomes now coming into 2025, where in 2024 I had nothing, and it was a scramble to build everything. But once I started to take a step back in trading this year, get things automated, reduce my hours, man, the creative flow came back, and I've been able to build a lot of things, right? To build and really mostly the past 6 months, we'll say this year, I think it wasn't until May that I really was like, all right, it's time to get back to work. So the last 8 months, I got an awesome job. I started an awesome business. I built up my 2 YouTube channels, which are going off. And I developed the trading system, and I learned a lot about myself. I have a lot of anxiety, I guess. I mask it super well. Trading triggers it. There's some element of greed and euphoria, but it's not, I don't think it's the main problem. And compulsion has been a problem at times, but it's I think it's actually less damaging, and it's easier. Like frustration, compulsion, it's a lot easier to fix for me. It hasn't been happening. But the anxiety and fear of positions going down. So, yeah. Also, like kind of shift towards. I learned a lot. It's all good. So 2025, I don't know that I'm going to do daily videos because I'm trying to reduce the trading space. But I mean, like I talked to you guys about, part of what I learned is putting trading in its proper space. I learned all about trading addiction, compulsion, and these negative things. So in terms of psychological awareness and knowledge, I'm in a superior position coming into 2025 compared to 2024. In terms of capital and trauma, I'm in a worse position, I guess, but it's all good. I'm happy with how the year went outside of trading. It was an awesome year outside of trading. And next year going to be a good year too. So appreciate y'all. Much love. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.